Hey YouTube, it's Gina again, and by now you have seen me do my prep for meatloaf. So now I am about to do my prep for meatballs. So let's just get right into it. We ain't got time to dilly-dally. Let's do this. All right, y'all. So we have 2 pounds of ground beef in here. This is the same bowl I used for the meatloaf. So we doing the same day. You see I got the same thing on. But I just didn't want the video to go ridiculously long, so we broke it up. All right, so in this one, I'm going to be adding some of the ingredients I did in the first one. So we got some ketchup, we got mustard, we got eggs, we got breadcrumbs, and I'm going to use some of my Renaissance Grandma's Blessed seasoning. This is the smoky greens, and in this one it has dehydrated veggies, smoked garlic, cumin, parsley, toasted onions, smoked paprika, raw sugar, hickory, and mesquite flavor. Okay, just in case you want to check it out. I use a lot of her seasoning. This is salt free. I use her other like salt-free one that's kind of just general salt-free with more basic, I guess, ingredients, I guess you could say. And then I use her hot cha-cha. Okay, and I'm going to use some garlic. All right, so that's what we put in this one. So we're going to add some garlic powder, that is. We're going to add some of that smoky greens. I'm going to add a little bit of mustard. And some ketchup. As y'all can see, I'm just eyeballing it. I'm going to add my eggs. I got some paper towels here this time because I just washed my hands. Alright, so add that to my bag. Then I'm going to add breadcrumbs. And then we're just going to mix this up, just like we did the last one. I'm going to put on both gloves. I was going to say I'm going to put on one, but no. Because we're going to go right from this to making our meatballs. And like I said, whatever you would do when you make your stuff, sometimes I don't make my meatball and meatloaf mixture separate. They have the same stuff in them, and I just freeze them up that way. So mix everything in. Y'all see I rolled them sleeves up this time because I got sick of my sleeve trying to get in side of the bowl to get the meat on there. That would have been an issue for me because that's who I am. All right, get everything combined up in there, and this the same way. If you like onions, fresh onion and diced fresh bell peppers in there, add them in there. Oh, I just seen a piece of meat flick out into my table. So yeah. All right. Got it all mixed in. And you see I'm folding it over. That's just to make sure it's nothing like at the bottom that just has a whole bunch of seasoning or whatever there, because it didn't get mixed in. Okay, so then I'm gonna move this to the side because you see the meat mixture, you've seen it. And now I have just a dish of this is just a plastic dish that I would use like when I have people over, maybe serve something up on it, some meat and cheese and crackers or something. But sometimes I'll use a aluminum cookie sheet as well. And when I do that, I will line it with parchment paper, and then I will put the meatballs over top of them. So you're just going to form your meatballs in the size that you want, and then just line up your whatever you're going to freeze them on. You're just going to line them up on there until you have them all done. They're not going to be the same size. They're going to be all over the place. Okay? And it's going to be all right. So, just do all your meatballs, fill up your tray, and then we just going to stick this entire tray into the freezer until they get a little solid, and then I vacuum seal them up in freezer bags and the amounts that I think I'm going to need for a meal for my family. And that is it, y'all. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, so let's get all these meatballs formed. Guys, so there's our first tray. One thing you want to make sure is that they're not really touching. They could touch a little bit because once they get a little frozen, you can break them apart from each other, but you don't really want them like really close to each other because that's just gonna make more work for you. I still have a little bit of meat mixture left that I will make my rest of my meatballs with and put them on something else to put in the freezer. And I'll put these in the freezer as long as it takes for them to get a little solid. I want them solid to the point that putting them through the vacuum sealer and that air being sucked out won't smash them, okay? So you want it more than just frozen on the outside. You do want it to be a little bit frozen towards the inside. It doesn't have to be fully frozen, just enough to where the vacuum sealer is not going to change the form of the meatballs, okay? So let me pull you guys back up. So that's all we're going to do. We're going to put these in the freezer, let them get hard, put them in some vacuum seal bags and the amounts that I think I need for a meal, and put them in my freezer. And then I will have meatballs whenever I want them, for whatever I want to have meatballs for. Subs, by themselves, spaghetti and meatballs, whatever. They'll be ready though. I don't have to do no prep, okay? And it's going to be for more than one meal. So I won't have to do prep for many meals, okay? That's the point. I'm trying to make life easier for me. I am a working mom, okay? So when I get home, sometimes I don't feel like cooking, okay? Sometimes I just want a quick something that I can fix for my family. And one thing about these meatballs, I'll tell you too, if you have a pressure cooker, you can throw your meatballs in the pressure cooker with whatever sauce you're going to put on them for like 7 minutes. I mean, if you're cooking them from fresh. Okay, well, not fresh, but raw meat. Because I'm not going to cook these before I freeze them. So it's going to be uncooked meat. You want to do it for 7 minutes with whatever sauce you're going to cook them in. Throw that in there with it. 7 minutes, you got meatballs. Easy peasy. Like, it don't get no easier than that. All right? All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Remember, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about these videos. If you like them, if you like seeing how I prep things, just to make my life a little bit easier, okay? All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.